That is the way of the awliya of shaitan.
Hmm.
Our way is masajid and teaching ilm and straightening out the people from the community to break away from the shubuhat and the shahawat that comes from this model right here, the model
Now,
of the awliya of shaitan.
now I know this is a little bit off topic, right? But I gotta ask you this because you brought up a very important point, right? And it's not necessarily related to what we're talking to right now, but it might be. It might be. And that is the effect of the masjid and the role of the masjid is exactly how you described it. Over here in Canada and America, I would say arguably, well, definitely in France, 100% in France. And and I would arguably say even in the UK, even in the UK, but you could say like these Western type countries, right? The masajid now become, I would say, pacifying elements for the wider Muslim community, and this is being incentivized by the non-Muslim governments that are responsible for these particular communities, right? For example, over here in Canada, we have, the nonprofit organization or charitable, you can get charitable status. And
Yeah,
every minister wants this charitable status. Why? Because it means you can write off your donations to the masjid for tax write-off. So whenever people are giving you donations, they can send this to the government and they can get that money back from the government as a tax write-off,
that's right. That's right.
right? Right, but there is a catch to this, right? Is that the second that you start, essentially going off script, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like wide off. It could just be, something like, for example, the pro-Palestine movement or whatnot, which
Absolutely.
actually happened here in Ottawa. It actually happened here. Imams got fired for speaking for the pro-Palestinian cause. They got fired for
Wow.
this, right? It happened in
Wow.
Toronto as well, right? And we did a live about this, right? So over here, because of that relationship between these masajid and the governments, and mind you, the masajid here are not run by imams. They're not. They're run
Yes.
by
A board.
yes, exactly. Okay. So so they have like these what you would call it, like these chairmen and whatnot, these committees that are essentially engineers or sometimes doctors, whatever, but they're like the
Gynecologists.
yes, yes, these type of folks, right?
I
Who
know
might
of
not
folks like
necessarily
that.
be religious, but they have the education to run an organization, right?
Absolutely.
And they
And
hire the imams to silence kind of the people and keep these charitable donations coming in to run the masjid, which in effect, what that does, it stifles the development of Islam indirectly because you cannot speak openly. Address that a little bit if you can.
well, no, Bilal, it is. You see, I was actually hinting at that when I was talking about bad leadership.
Oh, there you go.
You know,
Okay. All right,
I
all
didn't
right,
know it
okay,
would trigger you,
okay.
but it's.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
You see, as I'm saying, these
Okay.
guys have their satanic
Mhm,
agenda,
mhm,
and sometimes it just fails. And
mhm.
what is the main ingredient of failure is the bad leadership.
Yes.
And